What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another session of Build Break and Fix, brought to you by yours truly, Rule Coders. That is
Right.
us three. How are we doing, Tori?
Doing well, doing well. Like yesterday was a very long day, so I apologize that I didn't
No
make
need
it.
to. Don't worry. It happens, man. Uh, it happens, and long as you're okay, everything there is okay. That's all what that matters.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, I had this project due,
Hmm.
and like it took me way longer than I care to admit. And then like I had to stay up really late the night before, and then I like took a nap in the afternoon, and I was like set my alarm to get up for the show like an hour before, and I just like blew through my alarm. And then I woke up and like, oh crap, it's so late now.
No, man, but it's a good th thing that you got some proper rest because I know how it feels when you've been working on a project continuously for that long. You care about nothing but sleep at that moment.
Oh man, I really
So
needed. I was very tired, and then
yeah. Mhm.
like I underestimated how long it would take me to do the project. Classic.
Welcome to the dev world.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Tori's back with us. And we're gonna play some acknowledgement of the country. So here goes.
I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, and pay my respects to their elders past, present, and future. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today.
Fantastic. That was smooth as silk. Right. So a bit of a recap. What we did actually tried to do yesterday was we try to wire up the front end in order to call in order to connect to WebSocket. But as you know, brand new learning, still learning.
All right, man. At least I finally feel like I can do do something.
Nah, man, it's always good to have you and as in learn from you and everything. So the best part of this show is that we learn together. So let's get down to it.
May
Um,
May I ask? So I think I missed
mhm.
the episode where you got the database working. You like got that
Yeah,
Lambda function working.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. So that was a bit of a really, as in a really stupid mistake. So
okay.
I'll just show you, and I think it might make a lot more sense if I show you in the code rather than just telling you here. I don't want to do
It was the template though, right?
was. Yeah. So it's always something simple.
Well, those template files, they get so big. They're so hard to debug. I mean, I can't imagine this is even a small project. Like, wow, if you have like
Hmm.
a huge stack,
Wow. That would be
there
the
must be tools, man. There must be tools. Yeah.
I think the most important tool there would be when they have that kind of a big ass template files is Control C. No, sorry, Control F or Command F if it's a Mac, if you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
No, I don't follow you with the Mac
Okay,
reference,
so
but I
ah.
got the Linux.
All right. So the problem was I was here. So
It dep-
in the WebSocket disconnect lambda permissions. So instead of saying it depends on the function, I was saying that it depends on itself. Does that make sense?
Instead of it saying it depends on the function, we were saying it depends on itself. You mean its own permission?
So you know how at the moment we have so this disconnect lambda permission, it depends on this disconnect handler function,
Hmm.
right?
And that's bad.
We had this. I know, really
Well,
stupid, isn't it?
I put that there, man. My bad. Because
How
I
did
wrote that. I wrote that, but I don't know how we missed it. And I read it. I read it too.
you
This
know
is this
what?
is
When
this.
you were, is see, the most important thing is that we found out. I don't. I mean, we shouldn't really care who did this part or not, because at the end of
Yeah.
the day, we are working on it together.
All
So
right.
it's.
Let's do a
Mm.
post mortem.
Yeah.
Well, I think in the future, maybe just in order to catch silly things like that is just maybe just using better variable names
Yeah, that would be the key. Hmm.
because it's everything's the same except for the ending part, which is permission, which I guess is just a little too easy to overlook by like 3, 4 different people.
Exactly. And I think that was basically the reason why in the other repo, which was from AWS, they had short names.
Right, right.
Yeah. Mm. So, yeah, lesson learned, and we should move forward and make sure we do not do this long naming conventions anymore.
Wow, yeah. I mean, if it was like, I feel like if it was something else, it's so much easier to debug. But since it's in this YAML, it's like this cloud formation stack, then like it's so hard because you don't, I'm not really sure how you debug it. I'm not experienced enough to know.
Me
So,
neither.
I mean, if
All
this
I
was
did,
like,
so all I did was, you know how we copied and pasted the Lambda function that was working into our one,
yep,
and then we compared the code.
yep,
So I did exactly the same thing. So what I did was I um, copied uh, these functions from the other repo, as in this way, and pasted them here, and then compared the both.
gotcha, gotcha.
And then I realized, wow, wow, just wow.
Yeah, well, good catch, man. Good job. Nice work.
Thanks, man. Yeah, all the best part is that you have been there, and it's all kind of teamwork. It's not an individual person's work at all. So well done to us. All right, cool. So now we need to, okay, I will forget this one. Oh, shall I show you it working?
I believe you. We're gonna find out anyways, right?
Let's show you it working. Because the last thing I want to do the front end and realize that this is not working anymore. Uh, and guess what? I changed my password as well.
Oh, you get that password
Yeah.
manager working?
Yeah.
Good, good. So are we working on the enhancement folder now?
Yes, the front end one.
Okay. Do I have permissions?
You should have permissions. If you
Okay.
want to have a look, but if you don't have permissions, I'll give you them straight away.
Yeah, I wonder if I am a contributor.
I think you must be.
I'm taking a look.
Yeah, let me know if you're not, and I'll give you the access.
Let's see. Tumblr enhance.
Oh,
I can't spell. I can't spell. I can't spell.
that happens. That happens.
Yeah, my brain was so toast this morning even.
Don't blame you, man.
Like it's
It's
just like smoke, like black dirty smoke just coming out of my ears.
Oh, I know the feeling though. To be honest, you're like, and even when you sleep, you're dreaming about the code.
Oh man, I was so tired. It was like I got blackout drunk.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, I was like just so tired. It was like I got blackout drunk. I was just like went to bed, and then the next thing I knew, it was like 9 p.m. And I'm like, what? What happened? But yeah,
Oh,
I mean, my girlfriend was sweet. She just kept letting me sleep because she knew how
that's
tired I
good.
was. But she didn't know my intentions were to get up and do the show.
No, no. Just as long as you're feeling restful, because we can only be productive if the smoke isn't coming from your brain.
Still,
So that was the
sure it's
most
still there.
important part. Yeah.
I'm sure it's still smoldering a bit. Like it's
All
um
right. I wanna go to explore table items. Oh, sorry about that. I just
no
finished
worries.
work early on 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, how's work going? Is it getting better?
It is pretty, as in fast-paced, man, but I'm loving it.
How can I find out if I'm a contributor?
When
Oh, okay.
you,
I'm
yeah,
good. Yeah.
mhm, cool.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'll do this connect, and then you should go in DynamoDB, which is over here. Are you looking at it?
Um. Yeah, I'm watching now.
Cool. So this is it, and if we do this connect, then the ID shouldn't be here. There we go. Voila.
Nice, nice. Good work. Good
Thanks,
work.
man. Okay, cool. So now we don't need that repo, so we can close that. I don't want any additional windows to be open than what I need. That's just a distraction. Okay, WebSocket integration, that's in enhancement, yeah. Cool. Is this already opened? I'm pretty sure it is. Because I literally opened it. Okay, here we go. No, this is the back end one. I need the front end one. Come on.
I wrote pit pull.
Did you hit pull?
Pit pull.
What did we want to do? Brain come back. Brain come back. I need you.
Do you know what branch we're on, by the way?
WebSocket integration. I created a new one.
That's weird. How come I don't see it?
Um, What can you see?
You know what? I think I have a forked version. That's why. I think I have a forked version from when I made that
Right.
PR. Let me
Uh-huh.
just how to deal with that. I can yeah, that's gonna be annoying if I worked from a forked version. Let me get the full thing.
Yeah, get that one.
Alright, let me
All right. So I've done some JavaScript code. I would want you to have a look at how much are we on the right track
um
when you're ready, obviously.
yeah, I'm just gonna download the repo real
Cool.
fast.
Brilliant.
Alright, open with GitHub desktop. Thanks. Alright, cool. All right. Sure. This is
Okay.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
All
This is fun. Th- This is a fun weekend where we try our best to get the project up running live.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding. Don't take my word for it. That is not gonna happen.
What's left to do?
So the left to do is the client side integration for WebSocket, and then we're gonna make it live for just internal thing and test the WebSocket. And then we have one more functionality,
Hmm.
and then after that, we're gonna be doing some internal testing, and then
All right.
we will go live.
Cool.
So are you looking at the code now, or
Um,
you're still trying to sort out your thing first?
it's almost done.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay. It's done. All right.
Okay,
So
perfect.
cool. All right. I'm watching.
Okay, cool. So this is one I don't know how much of this is correct, but what I'm doing is okay. So the overall concept is that you know when the user is taken to the boards page
Hmm.
with there's a board and you can create the sticky you can create the notes, etc. As soon as that part opens, we want to connect it to the WebSocket.
Okay. Yep. So you want
Okay,
to do it on load?
on load. Yeah. So this is how I'm giving it the WebSocket URL. Okay,
Yeah.
and I've created a global variable, and I'm using this one over here.
You might you
So,
might wanna you
uh-huh.
might want to put the WebSocket URL in like a env like you did with the other URL, so somebody doesn't spam it.
Yeah, that is th the goal when it's
Okay.
working, but I just want to speed things up a bit.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a good suggestion though. Um, so this is there. So this is our on connect function,
Hmm.
and I'm just instantiating the JavaScript WebSocket object and passing the URL to it. And then I'm calling the onOpen method and simply just logging open status. And if it doesn't happen, then I'm throwing the exception.
Okay.
Yeah. But the problem with this is that it's saying that this method doesn't exist or is not a
WebSocket
function.
on. Oh yeah, you it isn't a function. So when you do like events like that,
Hmm.
um you need to do. I'm looking at the MDM docs just to double
Yeah,
check too.
yeah, sure.
So I think you would write dot open and then do an equal. So you don't make it a function. Yep, like that.
In
And then the event will be
that way?
actually, yeah, and then the event is kind of passed through, yeah, through that parameter. Yep. So
So,
so it's like an arrow function. You can think of it that way.
yes, but where do we use this event then if we're parsing it? Probably here,
Um,
console.log it.
you can do well, what are we doing on the on event? Yeah, you can just log it there.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
And then that should enter that's all you need to do.
Ah, okay. That would be pretty easy stuff then.
I think you have a syntax error though, because
Have
you
I?
do you have a syntax error? No, you don't. You're good.
Don't think so. No.
No,
Yeah.
you're good. I don't think that try catch. Okay, yeah, you're good, man.
Cool. Let's go and see how much have we gone right. Index. Yeah. I want to open index. Yeah. So it's coming up as null on line 195. Which one was it? Index HTML. Index HTML.
So you're saying this event is not firing?
No,
One
hang
nine.
on a minute. It's saying on index.html
If you just
19.
if you actually just click on that, it'll actually show you in the dev tools where that function is. So it's from local storage.
Ah, right. I see. Yeah,
It's a good little
I know why.
nice
Mm-hmm.
nice little shortcut. Although it doesn't
That's
work
cool.
well when in React.
Ah, right. I see
There's just
what
a
you
bunch
mean.
of crazy stuff.
Yeah, but I think React have React developer tools in which
They
you can
do, yeah,
actually
yeah.
track the components and everything, isn't it?
Yep, yep, that's right.
All
Um,
right. So, okay, we need to go back and do the same thing, but this time we need to go to home
it, it,
first.
it looks like the function didn't fire. Is it wrapped in another function or
Yeah,
something that
yeah.
isn't being, is it being executed?
So I'll show you. This is where it's wrapped in this.
On connect. Hold on, I'm on connect. Okay, so that on connect function is not being called though.
So if I do it in that way,
Wait, wait,
actually,
wait, what? Wait, what's going on? I'm looking at my VS Code too, sorry.
so
So, oh, you were exporting that function? Or,
I'm not using ES6.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
this is vanilla JavaScript.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So, on the load event, let's see, window on load, blah, 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 window history, blah, 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 document get agent, blah, 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 window on load. So, you could, um, you could just throw it in one of those onload events
Mm-hmm.
instead of having multiple onload events. You could just make one onload event to fire off all that stuff at the same time.
Right. So I see that.
that
That
that way
sounds
you
like.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like it's generally better that way. You just have fewer event listeners because they can be like, well, in this case it wouldn't really matter, but they can, if you have a lot, they'll get expensive for the browser.
I see what you mean. Okay, cool. Then we can wrap everything up in this onload function. So
Yeah, and then
everything goes, yeah.
it should hopefully fire because maybe um maybe there was a problem. This isn't a way I usually write code, so I'm not like super familiar with it, but I think that could be part of it too, is it doesn't maybe know what the onConnect function is.
Ah, right. I see. Yeah, that would make sense to be honest.
What's the script
So
tag?
refactoring, yeah, I really have to be careful when refactoring.
Wait,
Oh,
what's this? Oh, I know what. Wait, so this is the HTML file.
this one,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's an HTML file.
Okay. HTML. So where are you injecting the? Where's your like script tag for that other still front end file?
Oh, it's at the top here.
The top.
Yeah.
Okay, so it should already be there then. You're right. Okay, cool. That's odd.
So this one is there. Okay, these are okay. This one is on load. Console. We don't need this, but that's already working. We don't Windows. So this don't need this to be on load. Yeah, don't need this to be on load. Just need this one and that one. Cool. You can get rid of that.
Yeah, and since you have the onConnect, um, wow, sorry, I gotta brighten my screen.
Yeah.
You can't see me. Um,
All right.
theme color. Whoa. There we go. All right. Since you have the since you're loading all of that still front end file at the top, you can just call the function inside of that file and it will run.
Ah, why didn't I think of that?
In fact, all of that stuff there, you could probably likely do the same thing instead of making this separate script tag.
Right. I see. So you're
Well, no
saying
worries,
that
man. I do the front end. That's what I do.
you're already good, man. So that means I can just put this on connect.
Yeah, and you can just
Actually,
wrap. You can just you can just do your onload events like inside this file actually.
in this way.
Yeah.
Okay. So on load is this one. Okay, and then I wanna be calling the on connect over here. So what this can do is basically go in that way. And then I can call the on load event up here.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if this bad boy works. Cool. And if I go back to my index.html, this onload function, okay, that can come over there as well.
Yeah, and then if you do want it on the onload event, just do the onload event inside that file. Like your window onload.
Yes, but I don't think these were part of onload. Were they?
No, they were just hanging there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. So we can get rid of that.
Hmm.
Can get rid of all this. Don't need that. Okay, cool. So that is it. And try now. Uh, client on the HTML. So test. So L1 actually G4 G1. Oh no! Don't even try this on me. Script.js reference cannot read property style. Ah. Still front-end 295 so it can't read this property.
Which one?
Hang on a minute.
No, it
Still
said still
front-end.
front end.
Yeah, you can't read this property. Style.
So you can. Oh, it's so. So the problem is, I think I know what the problem is. I'm taking a good guess at it. So your script tag is at the top of your HTML file, right?
Yes, which
So
is
so
over.
generally the practice is that you put the script tags on the bottom of the files because
Ah.
because if you're doing something that depends on the HTML, which in that case you are,
Uh-huh.
then
Uh-huh.
it hasn't been parsed by the browser yet because the browser will see this script tag and do everything in that script tag first and then move on.
Right.
There
Okay.
there is another way where you can just write defer in the script tag there, and then it will like basically it tells the browser like, hey, do this when there's like nothing else to do, kind of.
I see. So what
Welcome
would
to my
you
pain.
reckon?
Well, the classic way, the older way, the classic way is to do it like you put the script tags after the body of the HTML, or you can just write defer on the script tag itself, which is like a property that was added in like I don't know 2015 or something,
Mm-hmm.
2016. So those if
Uh-huh.
so yeah, there's different ways of going about it.
Okay, so how about if we do it that way? Scripts. There we go. They come there and scan script body. So would they be a part of the body or
Just under the body, like before the closing tag of the HTML. Yeah.
okay, cool. Right, so right, I see. Cool. Alright, so let's try that one. Um, D1. Oh no,
Still
come
not.
on. Cannot restyle, still no.
Hmm.
Actually,
Wait, what?
no, it wasn't that one, I guess. It was on core promise type, cannot read properties of undefined, reading includes. Include.
21. Onload. Onload. So onload is being executed, and then
Onload is there.
it's 21. So the problem was 21. To get board name, the board names includes value.
Yeah, which we are giving over there.
Document,
Keyboard names.
name, value. Was that working before?
Yes, it was.
All of this stuff was working yesterday.
I didn't check it in this way because I didn't really refactor the code. I just wrote the program and that's
Gotcha.
all, testing the code. That's it. I
Failed to
wasn't
fetch.
refactoring it. So 21.
Looks like there's fetch problems too. Like it's not fetching
Oh,
from
probably the
AWS.
API has been changed, which is why.
Oh,
Right. That would make sense. Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
that
You-
explains it. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen because I don't want to give out the URL. Just bear with me, I'll be right back.
there's naughty people out there
Yeah, very
spending
naughty,
up all your money.
very naughty people. All right, stages, prod. Yeah, that is the one I need. And in my environment JS, do this and then append board to it. Cool. Let's check. Alright, I'm coming back now. Nearly there. Here we go. Cool. Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
What? What?
I showed the URL
Oh, you did.
previously.
Well, you know what? I think you're good because I don't think anyone's watching right now.
Probably not.
Where's Q Jesse, man?
Huh?
Where's Q Jesse? We miss Q Jesse.
To be honest,
He needs
yeah,
to come back.
she hasn't been here for the last, I think, 1 or 2
I
days.
know. Must be a busy work schedule.
Exactly. Hectic, I would say. Hectic work schedule. Apparently seems like it. All right. So let's go and play that. Right, there we go. And what am I doing? What am I doing? Close this. Okay, cool. So client on the HTML X1.
Still a problem.
Perfect. Here we go. So
Woo-hoo.
yay. All right, cool. Oh, okay. So nothing came now, which looks really promising. Let's see if it's inserted it in. Oh, interesting. That's how easy it was. Thanks, Tori. You're the man.
Yeah, all it is like that that like there's two ways of writing events. Event listeners is just like you can do like socket dot on open, or you can do socket add event listener. But if you use the like on open or close or whatever other types of event listeners there are, then those ones you just use the like an arrow function versus like the add. So it's just something to keep in mind if you ever run into that problem.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'll definitely keep that in mind now. Cool. So this was really quick than I expected it to be. To be honest, I was like, huh?
another
How do we do?
another week.
Yeah. But no, now what we need to basically do is we need to make this project live, as in internally, and then give um the team the URLs so they can test the WebSocket. But first, okay, this is basically gonna be a bit of a complicated one. We need to start sending messages as well now.
Yep. So there's a method on the WebSocket called send. So we can just write something to test it out.
Actually, first of all, don't we need that method on the back end first?
Oh, no, because it's talking directly to the WebSocket. We've already set up the lambdas and everything, the API WebSocket gateway. It's connecting through that URL that you have at the top. It's not actually connecting through the Express app.
Yes, but what I meant is that, you know, when a client sends a message,
Yeah.
and how will the backend know to send that message to all the other users as well?
Oh yeah. Oh, that part. Gotcha. Well, do you want to just try for the sake of the next 15 minutes, seeing
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
can just send and receive a message from the WebSocket on the client side, and then next time work on that like Lambda
Yeah.
function.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
I don't think
sounds
it should. I
good.
don't think it should be too bad because you just have to write a Lambda to basically grab the users from the database when it's sent a message, and then just like grab all the users from the database who are connected and then send the message back to them,
Mm-hmm.
like just
Yeah,
loop over them sending a message.
precisely. Yes, yes. That's exactly what I'm thinking how it should be, which you're spot on. So in the front end, what do you think we need to do first? As in create a method, as in just send it to the web server, is it?
So do you have like when you create a note and save it or something, we can just like fire an event that would just send the message with it could just say hi for now or whatever.
Okay, cool. So basically that would be okay. So here's how I'm thinking that it would work. So once the user connects to the WebSocket, then all his movements and everything would be visible to the other users connected to the same WebSocket.
What do you mean? What do you mean movements?
So you know that when we have okay, I will do it that way. Don't worry about that. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, I don't want you to go away. Ha ha ha! I like it.
You're happy. You're so happy about it.
All right. I'll work on this one. Don't worry.
I'm not worried, man. We're good. I'm worried about my application next week.
Application, which one? As in job application or what?
Yeah. I have an interview next week.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Oh,
it's the second stage, so
fantastic. When is it though? As
when,
in what day?
Wednesday morning, like super early.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I
How'd you
gotta
f- how'd you feel about it?
Honestly, it's these parts are more challenging for me because it's just like a behavioral part, like it, but they're like you have to talk an hour about yourself, like basically sell yourself for an hour. It's like tell your life story is basically they just call a life story, but I'm just really bad at preparing for such things. Because
Uh,
honestly,
yeah,
like I can talk about myself in a manner that's not very coherent,
yeah.
and to make it coherent requires a lot of work. And I'd
Hmm.
just rather be coding.
I see exactly what you mean. You, you know what you might do?
What's that?
Make a video of yourself writing code, as in okay, building a web page, as in a really simple web page, and just writing your story in that one.
That's actually kind of what I thought about doing, and
Yeah.
then I was, yeah, I won't get into it too much, but then I was like, I'm just like procrastinating so badly right now.
Oh man, I understand, but it's all worth it. I used to be that sort of a person, but since I've gotten into this personal growth program, and I've got mentor as
Excuse me.
well of
Nice.
yeah, of personal growth. He's actually really teaching me the tricks, as in how to condition your mind in order to be really proactive and just really good at not being procrastinating. So that's been really
Yeah,
helping me too much.
that's good. That's good.
All right, cool. So you know what I said about um that when you make any movement, then the other users should be able to see you as well,
Hmm.
as in see your movements on the board.
The mouse.
Yeah, yeah. So essentially what I meant is that see, for example, if you're connected to the WebSocket at the moment on your end, okay, so you would be able to see exactly what I'm doing, as in create a note and then do this, drag it. So this will be kind of a live view for you. That's what's in my mind and the goal. Because the existing scrambler that we are enhancing to include the persistence storage that already does it, but they do it
Okay.
via socket.io.
Okay. Let's just copy their code.
I like how you feel. Just copy the code and paste it. That's it. Job done.
No, so, it's not a bad idea to be honest. Like, there's not much difference between just traditional WebSockets and their implementation of using Socket.io. So I'm like half
Right,
joking
right.
and mostly serious.
So, because I don't even know what to copy and paste, that is a bit of a challenge. So,
Well,
if,
well, well. How about for tonight? We can work on that issue over time because that's like a huge task.
oh,
Um,
right. Okay, I see. All right. Yeah,
um, because
that makes sense.
the way I think about it, I've never done it, so I would have to go and research. But the way I think about it is like you would have to have some sort of, so each client in their code would have to have some sort of like listener event for like scroll events, and then that scroll listener would have to be firing like every 200 milliseconds or 100 milliseconds to be constantly sending messages to the WebSocket API, and then, or however, like maybe faster if you want lower latency, and then those those messages would basically contain the coordinates of the mouse position, the cursor position of the other users, including the position of any board element that's moving around on the board.
Joey, can
Um,
I just admit something?
what?
Everything is going off my head at the moment. I'm like,
I don't.
this
I'm
guy
kind of just
really
making
knows
this
stuff.
up too. I'm just trying to think like if you said in an interview like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we want multiple mouses to move across the screen at the same time using WebSockets," like this is the way I'd think about it. And maybe it's totally wrong, but I'm just having a go.
Yeah, true. And I think that is all it's about, as in just have a go. That's it. But I'm
So
like, this guy really knows his stuff that I have no idea about. But shall I just pretend I know what he's talking about, or shall I
sorry,
just be
sorry,
honest?
man. I'm
And
sorry.
I was like, I think
I
I need to be
I
honest.
I don't I'm sorry. I don't know how much you work on like the front end and the DOM and stuff. So I
Oh,
didn't.
yeah, I know kind of the basics, but I didn't really know the functionality you were describing. As in, that's kind of brand new to me.
Okay, so there are like how there's an onload event,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
so like there's all these different listeners that are part of like the web API, so
Mhm.
that they're listening for certain events that happen on the DOM or whatever. So
Mhm.
like one of them is an on scroll event or
Oh, right. Okay.
right,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
basically just tracks like uh if you're scrolling, and I said on scroll, I actually meant like on mouse move.
Mhm.
There's like a move event that you can listen to. So
Mhm.
basically whenever you move your mouse or your pointer or like your what is it, the tablet thingy, whatever, like a
Mhm.
stylus, like you can
Mhm.
listen to these events and it will fire every time you move, like every single time, like, which is not really good because it really eats at performance.
Mhm.
But if you do that, basically in that event object, you get a bunch of stuff like the position of the current position of your mouse.
Right. I
So
see. I
in
see.
there, basically, you could get that information for each client and send that information to the WebSocket.
Mhm.
And then basically, you would write some code that would say, "Hey, I got this message from the WebSocket with these cursor information, and now
Hmm.
draw these different cursors on the screen with those coordinates."
Interesting.
But I'm not
Yeah,
saying that
that
that's
makes
the best way to do it. That was like the only way I could think on the fly.
right. I see.
There might be a better way. There probably is.
Yeah, what I reckon is that yeah, you must be right. And what I'm thinking at the moment is we need to come back to it.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Because
definitely.
that sounds long.
I think so. It
Yeah.
sounds pretty long, and
Mm.
honestly, the it sounds like something that would need to be like really nicely optimized for performance,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
if you have like, say you have like 10 people doing it's like it's gonna like chew up the browser, like it's gonna be pretty resource intensive, I would think.
Mm.
But
I see.
maybe not, I don't know, maybe it's not that bad.
I see. No,
do you
no,
want
that makes complete sense, man.
do you want to try to send a message?
Heck yeah, let's do
Okay.
that. So we go to our function on connect, and I want to put all of these. Actually, I'll um function send message, and then how would we do this?
So it's just you just you take your WebSocket variable, whatever you saved it in, and then
Mhm.
you just do. No, you don't need to make a new one.
Okay, cool.
You just use the existing one if you've saved
I'll
it in
do
that
this.
web, and then it should be send. Just
Send.
SEN.
Oh,
Just send. Yeah, and then that's a function that will take in. I I think.
the data.
Yeah, I think you can send. Let me see. Um,
Mhm.
specific buffer. Blah 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 blah. I think you just stringify the object, which I think is action default, right?
Okay, let's try it. We won't know unless we try it.
Mm-hmm. I think but you need the action default thing, like in PySocket. You know how we send the action default object?
That would be to hit a lambda,
Yeah. So
but
I
we don't
think
have.
I think we would just send the same
Okay,
message here.
let's try that. So in this one, what would we say which of
Default?
message
Isn't it default to get back a message?
default isn't there? As in, it's not activated. Ah, I would have to activate that first.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right, fine. We'll have to come back to this one. All
Yeah.
right. What I'm gonna do is.
Finish. Oh, you could have finished that line, Zane.
Come on, mate. 13 hours of work.
Yeah, man. Wow. So, well, yeah, you're a trooper. So you would have send message, and then
Mhm.
basically all you need to do next is just have another listener, like um, socket message.
Hang on, why would we need send message? Oh, because we are sending the message
Yep.
to the server.
Yeah, it's like a post
Right,
request. Think of
yeah,
it that
yeah,
way. And then
yeah.
there's another event listener that's like um it's called on message or message, like it's on message, so WebSocket on message, and then you basically do the same thing you did for the on open WebSocket.onOpen thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's where you receive any messages, and that's pretty much it, like the basics of it. That's it. It's not bad at all.
Oh, right, right,
So you
right, right.
just send and you receive, and then you just do something with the logic.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's probably some error handling that you
Sounds
want to run
fun
with
though.
some of these,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of
but
course,
yeah,
of
I
course.
think that's pretty much it, man.
Perfect. So we would, yeah, I can't actually wait to get this functionality working because it sounds much fun, to be honest. Just have to check what changes that we did. Yeah, that's fine. We can commit these and we can commit this one as well. Unload.
There is a nice pattern I could tell you how
Hmm.
to use that I find quite nice, which is like
Hmm.
um, what is it called? Not modular pattern. Uh, it's kind of like the modular pattern, but the modular pattern is like where you would like have private data. But basically, you could create. The name is escaping me, but like basically, you just create an object, and then you just hang all these functions and stuff off the
Hmm.
object. It's kind of nice for these. I mean, it's my preference for like vanilla JS projects,
Hmm.
but you don't have to do it. I just like it when you have like tons of like different stuff that needs to happen in sync. So then you have like one function that's like on load, and then you like kick off some other function, whatever. You're tired. I'm talking too much, man.
Do you want to repeat that maybe? 'Cause
No, no, I am just talking nonsense.
no, man, it's useful stuff. I'm just reading kind of.
Yeah,
My brain is dead,
my bad.
to be
Yeah,
honest.
my brain's dead too.
Perhaps I can and refactor code. Okay, push this bad boy. All right, that is it, guys. And stop sharing. There we go. Cool.
There's a gecko or frog, I mean, going off in the background.
Hmm. Right, guys. Well, was a really good progress. We managed to get the client connected to the web server, thanks to Tori's, as in just
Hey man,
finger
it's a
magic.
it's a team effort, like you said, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So we did it together, and yeah, we are one step closer to making the WebSocket all working. And in the next session, we'll be focusing on something really different. So if you want to check that out, tune in, same time, same place, and
A different task.
yes, there you go. You got this. All right, guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you on Sunday. Catch you guys
Thank
later.
you. Have a good night. Thank you.